The self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
Okay, we lit it just like a fuse, so no need to pick and choose. Welcome to 2020, where we do more than interviews. The hottest be coming through, jumping knowledge on all of you. Get a peek at the front of you with the truth that they offer you. Yeah, hands up, we doing it for the culture. To give artists and businesses more exposure. Keeping it real and stay solid just like a boulder. It's about to go all the way down, can't get no lower. Chasing my dreams, know that they get no slower. But if I stay running, I promise they getting closer. Moreover, success my older. And if you're sleeping on me, I'm waking them up like Folgers. I told you, coming from the land with the tide roll. Well, we'll be on a whole different vibe though. We like to ride slow and keep our windows tinted so you really can see us like Stevie Wonder waking up with his eyes closed. Yeah, got the kind of flow that rock the boat. On my 16s of pounds of dope. And if you figure you can hang with me on the mic, then grab some rope. Matter of fact, better grab some hope while you at it. We keep it live, it's time to tune in. Turn up the sound on what you're using. It goes so hard, I think it's bruising. The show is 2020, no need to zoom in. Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of A Businessman. I'm your boy, Sirr, of the 2020 Podcast, LLC. Please say the LLC. I worked hard for that. But anyway, today we got Young Steel in the building. What's good, bro?
Yeah, man, it's your boy Young Steel, man. I'm in a place to be, man. I'm with my boy Jeremy, man. Hey. 2020 Podcast, man. I'm so thankful to be here. Thankful for him letting me be on his platform, you know?
Hey, bro, listen. You took time out of your day, so I'm going to thank you. Flowers while you here.
Thank you, man.
So while we getting started, let me ask you this. You know, I was talking to you earlier. You're damn near a Renaissance man. You know, you write, you rap. You know, we was talking about vlogging earlier. You know, want to be a videographer.
Oh, yeah.
So you got the eye for it, you know. Yeah. What inspired you first to be an artist in the fashion that you are?
Well, it go back, you know, long time ago, you know what I'm saying? Like, I came up in the church, I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mom sang, my dad, you know what I'm saying, play the drums, stuff like that. And, you know, like, you know, when you being in that type of environment as a kid or whatever, you know, you like, don't have nothing to do. So, you know, you learn to do something, and either you gonna sing or do something. So it used to be me just playing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was playing on the drums or whatever. And that just made me start really getting on how to start playing drums. And I went from that to playing the piano, then even started to, you know, dabble into music, singing and rap, you know what I'm saying? So that kind of inspired me first to really just dabble into the music as I got as a teenager, you know what I'm saying?
All right, so you have a history of music. So this isn't something you just picked up. You was born into this.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I think it's funny that you brought up, you know, starting in the church, because a lot of us had to, you know, since Sunday it wasn't a choice. You was going, bro.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
You woke up.
Yeah.
Hey, Saturday you had your fun, but Sunday you was going to church, bro.
Oh,
It wasn't
no ifs, ands, or buts about
it. Right. It just was what it was. All right. So from then up to now, you've been a musician and artist overall.
Yeah.
But in terms of family, in terms of outside influences, like, who influenced you and inspired you to pursue this as like a career of yours?
Well, family, I think the lack of family is what kind of made me pursue it in that aspect. And when I say lack of, like, you know, you see people in your family, you know, you can like kind of mimic off of, oh, I want to be like uncle, or I want to be like cousin to do this certain thing. And I really had nobody to try to get the blueprint from, you know what I'm saying, in my family that kind of wanted to go the route that I wanted to go. So with that being said, I said in my mind, like, maybe I can be the first ones, you know what I'm saying, to inspire, you know what I'm saying, or show an example to, like, you know, like people or my cousins that's coming up after me, you know what I'm saying, maybe they can go down that lane and see that you can make it from here, and, you know what I'm saying, and go down the lane of entertainment that I'm trying to go to. So
right,
as far as family, that. And as far as like other people outside, I say like one of my first inspiration was Mystical.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? From No Limit Soldiers, man. I remember like hearing him, and every time I know people that know, every time when he got on the track, everybody like they just exploded. You know what I'm saying? He did that thing. If you knew Mystical was on that track, you know what I'm saying? You was like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Boom, like you ready, cause he always killed it, and I wanted to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to be like, you know what I'm saying? Put that juice to the track every time I get on it, like bring that special sauce. So that's who you know, inspired me.
Yeah, Mystical was, you know, in the age of No Limit, he was like the fire starter out the group.
Yeah.
Like whenever he got on, I don't care who he was on the track with, he was gonna kill him.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, when you think about the high energy bars, especially for songs like classics like Make 'Em Say even when he took it slow and told the story like I Smell Smoke.
Oh, definitely.
He had the capacity to rap, but he could also tell a story.
Exactly.
So that's what set him apart. Like no disrespect, you know what I'm saying? P was dope, you know. Mr. Servon was dope, you know what I'm saying. I wouldn't dare say Silk the Shocker because we know better. But you know what I'm saying. Among the greats, I gotta put Mystical in.
Oh, you got to. You do
top tier, bro.
So,
Easily.
You know what I'm saying.
Easily.
He's an OG.
Easily.
Yeah.
All right. So let's spin that around. We talked about inspiration. Let's talk about trials, because it'd be kind of remiss to talk about all the good stuff and not take a look at the things that, you know, kind of became an obstacle. Let's keep it a buck.
Exactly.
So, like, what were some of the things that you encountered along the way that were like stumbling blocks?
Well, and that's what I'm saying. I won't even say just encountered as far as like, you know, it in past, because it's still a struggle now, you know what I'm saying, as getting, you know, like getting out there. And one of the things I think, you know what I'm saying, that's the struggle is, it's a struggle. It's like a gift and a curse, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's a thing that I do kind of like a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like a jack of all trades. Like I record, I make my beats, you know what I'm saying? I write, I sing, and everything like that. And people might be like, oh, how is that? You know what I'm saying? Bad. The reason is because being that I have to do all those things, that's kind of sometimes sets me back. Because if you're trying to record and everything, it's like those are 5 different, you know what I'm saying, things and problems of things that different people have to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to be real grounded in your mind to try to do it, because I got to write. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing itself, to come up with the mind power to write. Then the mind power of to come up with the hook. And I might have to sing it. I got to find a key what I need to sing in. You know what I'm saying? If I'm making a beat or whatever, I got to find, you know what I'm saying? I got to make the beat, make it perfectly right or whatever. Then I got to record and engineer myself. I got to go back, mix, master. And anybody that know or do those things already, they understand how big of a monster that is just to engineer and to record and mix and master. So doing all those things, sometimes, you know, you get mentally exhausted. And sometimes it might slow you down from being your creativity to keep on to be consistent, because you have to tackle so many different things. So that's always a struggle with me, you know what I'm saying? And being just I'm everything I do is just from me, you know. So like I'm fully the one that's funding everything I do, and that's always the struggle of trying to be independently do your own thing in this music game. So, you know, but I still stay motivated, still trying to keep on going, man. I know one day especially I feel like after I drop this album that I do, it's gonna open some doors. So, you know, I'm still trying to stay motivated and positive.
That is. All right. Yeah, I totally understand the struggle of having to do everything in-house, especially when you talk about mastering and editing audio and stuff, bruh.
Oh yeah,
bruh,
yeah. We know
bruh,
you do.
bruh. Oh my God. Yeah, people just see the end product. A lot of times they don't understand the work it took to get to that point.
Exactly.
Man, preaching.
Exactly.
So let me ask you this, you know what I'm saying? You're more than an artist, you know what I'm saying? You work just like the rest of us, having multiple hats. How do you manage to balance work and your personal life with your passion, you know, in music?
One of the things I try to do, I try to stay humble. Try to stay humble and try to, you know, like, God is one, you know what I'm saying? I try to ask him, and you know what I'm saying, give me the power, the strength to stay, you know, to focus, you know what I'm saying, and still be like, you know what I'm saying, into my personal life too, because you know I have my sons, you know what I'm saying, I have 4 sons, and I almost use that as the motivation to stay to focus, you know what I'm saying, like, cause you know when you have that motivation of like things that you need to do, you know what I'm saying, it'll make you do the things that, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna help you to help them, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, I just try to keep that end goal, you know what I'm saying, that end picture in my mind of what I'm doing this for, so it could motivate me to be able to maneuver, you know what I'm saying, and do all the things that I need to do, you know what I'm saying, to make that goal come closer. So that's always a thing that's always in the back of my mind.
Right. All right. So next question. Up to this point, I'm sure you got a lifetime worth of memories, you know, from start to finish, whether it be from being in church to, you know, recording and mixing your first song, or, you know, just, for instance, like we were talking about acting, you know, Gun Down, which is the movie that you guys shot, and we'll get to that in a minute. Yeah. Like, has there been one memory so far that you would say is probably the most memorable over all of them? Yeah, I put the pressure on with that one.
Yeah. I think one of them is like, because I used to stay in Birmingham, and I remember like I formed this group, which is still my like record label that I'm getting off of the ground, TSE, you know what I'm saying, Top Shelf Entertainment, and I had this team of guys, you know what I'm saying, and we was all on the team and everything, and the thing how we did, I remember our first performance that we had did, and I think it was at the I forgot where it was at. I want to say the Zydeco. Yeah, we had this performance. It was like one of my biggest, you know what I'm saying, the first little performance, not the first, but one of the first. But I remember like we got on stage, we was all kind of nervous or whatever, but I had made the track all the way through the whole. We had to do like 5 songs, and it was like a whole bunch of different artists there, and like the building was packed, and we had to go on there, and like I had the whole track set up for us to do it, and time we came on there, I was kind of nervous, but you know I remember you know what I'm saying, like my cousin, he started off first, you know what I'm saying, shout out to Latrell Cafu, you know what I'm saying, like he came in there, he did his thing, he started rapping, and just by him doing it just kind of, you know what I'm saying, gave me the energy to go ahead and do it, and we did that thing, we killed it. And when I say we killed it, like we killed it, all 5 songs, like people out there, you know what I'm saying, jumping with us. You would have thought we had already previous played the track, but the way how people were singing with this, and you know what I'm saying, after we killed it so hard, like people ran up to the stage and everything, and we had merchandise, you know what I'm saying, had pictures and stuff like that, and had shirts, you know what I'm saying, that we had, and they ran up to there, and they just started, you know what I'm saying, wanting us to, you know what I'm saying, give them CDs and everything like that, and everything. It was crazy. Like, I'll never forget that moment, because it was like I felt like I'm almost like a star getting close to that. So, and it was like, that's a feeling that's crazy that I will forever live with, and I want more of, you know what I'm saying, just to be able to kill that stage and do my craft, and people love me for doing it. That's something that, you know, that'll forever stay in my mind and I treasure. So.
Man, I know those goosebumps you're talking about.
Yeah,
it's intoxicating almost. You know what I'm saying? You ever get to that point where you don't hear anything else? You like you know the crowd is there. Yeah. But it just kind of like drowns out, and that adrenaline hits you, and you just going.
Yeah, that tunnel vision, man.
Right. Yep. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. So let's flip that question around. Because like we said, it'd be remiss to talk about the ups without the downs.
Yeah.
So up to this point, had there ever been a point where you feel like you wouldn't be successful? And if so, who or what changed your mind?
Yeah, man. I think that's a lot, and a lot of times that comes, especially with probably artists in the city. One of the reasons why, because you see so many people that's like doing it right now. You know what I'm saying? So many people that's into the music. It's like oversaturated, and you have these things like, why would they like me more than they like this other person? And then you trying to do a lot of stuff and you don't really have no backing, but you might see somebody that's you might say not as good, you know what I'm saying, but people loving them, and you like, man, like you feel like, oh man, I can't make it, or they got all the funds behind them and I don't have anything, you know what I'm saying? So like, how can you compete when you're not even, you know what I'm saying, at the level where they are? So that'd be a big thing, and that kind of always, you know what I'm saying, stayed in the back of my head, and kind of sometimes made me just want to stop and quit. But it'd be sometimes like I might do something, drop a freestyle or anything, or I might, you know what I'm saying, like just put just a random song out there, and I'll see how I might get a reaction, or it might just be one fan or one person that say one thing, and you be like, man, that's hot, that's hard, or whatever, and be like, man, I can't stop this. You know what I'm saying? I can't stop this even if I tried, because it's like that one person, it might not have been a whole bunch of people that it touched so hard that it lets you know that there is a lane for you to do this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and sometimes I don't want to be arrogant, but sometimes I might record myself and I go back and listen, and I'll be like, man, you know what I'm saying? The things that I heard that I said, I'm like, man, that's crazy. And it's like, or some old things that I might have recorded and I let some people hear, and they be like, man, that's super dope. Why you don't got that out? So after that, it'll inspire me like, man, I got to keep going. I got to, you know what I'm saying? If I can reach one person, you know what I'm saying, or two persons, or change one person's life, then you know what I'm saying, then my job is done, you know what I'm saying? So
there it is. Keep going.
Yeah, you know. Keep going. So I just want to, you know what I'm saying, keep on pursuing my thing. I know it only takes like, you know what I'm saying, that one time for something to break. You know what I'm saying? That one song, you know what I'm saying, for something to break. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when this album that I'm trying to do, you know what I'm saying, not even just the album, but I produce too. So it's a lot of people that I'm trying to produce too. Like, for instance, my brother Eli Thomas, you know what I'm saying, he's on the label TSC, and you know we're doing some, he's here today, you know what I'm saying, and give him a shout out. And like, he got a song coming out that, you know, that I helped produce. This dude is a real talented dude. Not only do I do things, but he do things too. He rap, sing, do comedy, you know what I'm saying, and he got a song coming out. Y'all stay tuned. So Cold too, you know what I'm saying. And I ain't gonna talk too much about it, but you know, we doing some things. So I just want to be, and that's another thing, being to feature with different artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, that love of putting two energies together, you know what I'm saying, and collabing to make one project, that's an energy itself that makes me just like, okay, I want to keep going. I want to see what turns out from this. I want to see what the result end comes from this. So, you know what I'm saying, that always inspires me to keep on going and to keep on through this path.
That is. It's inspirational, bro. Now, my next question is my infamous question. This one I call the long-term one. So, where would you like to see yourself overall as an artist, period? Artist, actor, writer, producer, everything, period. In 1 year, in 3 years, and then in 10 years.
All right, well, in 1 year, I say in 1 year I want to be able to quit my job, you know, and do the music like full term, you know what I'm saying, full term. And 3 years, I know it might sound crazy to some people, but I want to be a household name, you know what I'm saying. I feel like I can do it. I know it sounds crazy to some people, but I feel like I can do it, you know what I'm saying. I think Cardi B became a household name in 2 years, so
she did,
you know what I'm saying. And I feel like, you know, it might be big, but that's what we do. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to dream big, and
Right.
and I'm dreaming big as I can. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go for it if I can. Like I owe it to not to me, but to my fans, to my family. So I'm gonna go for it. And 10 years, I feel like I want to help put a mark. You know what I'm saying, in the music game or whatever, and even if it's a small mark, you know what I'm saying, something that I did to inspire some type of change, you know what I'm saying, or help some people or inspire other people to want to do this. And definitely the acting, I want to go into the acting. That's the music is the door opener, and acting is that's the thing I kind of want to retire from. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I want to be at least by like 60. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Still doing stuff like Denzel. Because they inspired me. Denzel, definitely Will Smith.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Michael B. Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So those three are like the top guys that inspire me with the acting. And like I've been wanting to dabble into it. You know what I'm saying? Not only me, but even my sister, Rachel Mack. Shout out to Rachel Mack. You know what I'm saying?
Rachel.
Blood sister. That's my real sister right there. You know what I'm saying? Like we both, you know what I'm saying, really want to do the acting and everything. And she doing her thing, got her own little company. I'm doing my little thing, and it's just so great that we were so able early in our careers to start and do a whole movie, you know what I'm saying, together. You know what I'm saying? So like 10 years, I feel like I done did enough in the music. I'm into acting, and like I'm out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm a class B or class A actor. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, you know what I'm saying, that's the stepping stone. That's the vision right there. So
All right, let's talk about the acting then. That was a perfect time to get into it.
okay,
Gun Down. You know what I'm saying?
Down.
It's showing. I was able to catch it, man. I was glad
Okay.
to support. I loved y'all work, man.
that's what's up. That's what's
It was
up.
funny. Before this interview started, I went outside to meet Eli.
Mm-hmm.
And he got the car. I was like, wait a minute.
Ah.
I'm like, wait a minute, bro. I was like, he
What's
was in
up?
the movie.
Yeah.
And it's funny how nonchalant y'all are about it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like your presence is known before we meet. And that's a big thing in the city. You know what I'm saying? So
Appreciate that.
first off, let me say congratulations, because a lot of people can say they did that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people can say that they wanted to do it, but y'all
Mhm.
did it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just if I may take a moment,
Okay.
to just tell y'all what I thought about it.
All right.
There's people on camera, and then there's acting.
Talk about it.
You know,
Talk about it.
you guys had key scenes that I really felt, and Eli knocked out right now, but I'm gonna give him some praise. It was a couple scenes in there where I felt like he did his thing initially when he was talking to his girl,
Mm-hmm.
and it was, I don't know if they're a real couple, but that chemistry felt legitimate.
Oh yeah.
When they were just talking, and he was over her shoulder, and they were just engaged in banter. You don't get to hear it, but you don't need to hear it.
Exactly.
The body language and the acting told it.
And that's one of the most things about it. Body language.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Another shout out to you know what I'm saying, to Ebony Brown. That's my sister too.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Who Eli was, you know what I'm saying, acting with. You know what I'm saying? She also into the acting. Like I'm trying to pull in my whole family. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that I'm with, everybody that I'm, you know what I'm saying, associated with. I'm trying to pull everybody in. And I'm just glad that I was able to pull in everybody that was even, around me. Like even on the track, I did the actual title track, you know what I'm saying, Gun Down. And my god sister on there, Money Tip, you know what I'm saying, Tiffany Diane, if y'all want to follow her on Facebook. And she was on there. And and cause I came into the movie as just being an actor. But I was like, I would like, do y'all, got any music for the soundtrack? Y'all really gonna take it to the next level? And they were like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you think you can, I was like, yeah. So I was up to the task, and I, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to get on there, show what I can do, see what I can do with the soundtrack. And like shout out to Vashawn, you know what I'm saying, Vashawn Dixon.
Yeah.
The one that shot it.
Great work.
And that man, that dude was a genius right there. And you know what I'm saying, like he gave me, you know, the okay, the platform to do it. So the biggest thing about this movie is the contrast of it. You know, even though it's sending a good message and everything like that, you still have your grittiness about it too.
Right.
So the biggest thing was trying to be able to, when I was making a track, you know what I'm saying, to show that grittiness, to keep it where you can still rock and you still love it, but at the same time portray a message. And that's hard to do, to balance it out. But
true.
You know, like I think I did. If you listen to the, you know, if you listen to the hook, you can see how I balance out the, you know what I'm saying, the good and the bad part. And that's what kind of how this movie was, you know what I'm saying. You had your message at the same time, but you know, you had your realness. And that's kind of like how life is. It's a balance between good and bad. And you know what I'm saying? And we got to portray that. We got to show that. You know what I'm saying? I think this movie kind of showed a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? And like, shout out to all the actors that were in it. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, that's another thing, man. I saw a lot of Mobile in this movie, bro.
yeah.
I was like, okay, I see what y'all doing, because every time another scene, because I don't want to give it away, but there's like a common thread between each part of it. Because at first I was like, okay, this is kind of like an anthology thing, but then I slowly but surely saw how they were all connected, and I was okay, this is dope. This is dope. I'm feeling this. This.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all definitely put the city on, bro.
Yeah, man. We and I love how Vashawn was thinking about this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Gino. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Vic. You know what I'm saying? The executive producers. You know what I'm saying? They came with the idea, and then Vashawn, you know what I'm saying, he executed it. And shout out to the actors. One of the, you know, my homeboy, you know what I'm saying, Big PBE Pluto, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
He stepped in that thing. He did his thing too, you know what I'm saying? He had some little funny parts in the movie. And shout out to my homeboy Jerome Evans. He played Bo. Clarence Sheridan, you know what I'm saying? Like, these guys, they were like, they shaped the movie. It was more people in there too, but it was like these guys, like Jerome, man, he did his thing, you know what I'm saying? He really, as an actor, I respect him a lot, you know what I'm saying, and get a lot of things from him. And it's like, we just really want to put on for the city, man. So, you know, we just really took the time. I don't know how other actors were, but I really wanted to give to show the craft of acting, you know what I'm saying, and embody a whole nother person. So I don't know if everybody seen my scene, but when you see my scene, you see how I try to transform into that guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that grittiness you talking about.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man, I just love doing it, man. It's a different energy, and I just love people that love to do it.
Right.
And this ain't the last thing. We got more things coming up, man.
Good, bro. That's exactly what I want to hear. Like I said, we was talking before we started doing this interview, and we talked about highlighting these type of things. You know, and like when Rachie was putting out trailers about Gundown, you know, like little things. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna keep my hands on it, keep my pulse on it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad to see a project come to fruition, because there's like no better joy than that, bro.
Exactly.
You know? So to both of y'all, man, you and Eli, man, y'all did y'all thing, bro. Y'all did y'all thing.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You know, not throwing shade on nobody, and you know, everybody performed to their best abilities, but y'all scenes stood out to me. I actually recorded a review that I'm gonna release tomorrow on the movie.
Definitely do that.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. So this gonna lead me to my closing question, bro.
Okay.
The hardest thing to do is take a dream and pursue it. It's also the scariest.
Oh yeah.
What words of encouragement would you have for somebody that has a dream, but they just don't have that oomph to move, to act on it? What words of encouragement would you have for them?
I say, you know, to me, and this is, I don't know how everybody do, but I always, like, before I do anything or try to dabble in anything, I try to pray about it, you know, or seek meditation or anything like that, or talk to somebody about it. But try to find your purpose, you know what I'm saying? I feel like when you try to find your purpose of what you want to do and what you good at or whatever, it kind of opens the doors a little bit easier for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you are walking into your purpose or anything like that, you'll start finding that even though you go through struggles, at the end of the struggle, things will start opening up for you. You'll feel like, man, you're getting closer to the thing that you're supposed to do. And it's going to get hard, you know what I'm saying? But you got to think about it. If it was easy, everybody could do it. You know what I'm saying? And everybody would. So it's that struggle. Enjoy the you know, what they say, you know what I'm saying? Like the struggle. Enjoy the process. You know what I'm saying? Of getting to that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to have a story. If you don't have no story, you know what I'm saying? No story, no glory. So you got to be able to have these things to be able to talk about it, because, you know, the goal it seems like it's so, you know what I'm saying, it's so good, but you got to go through it, you know what I'm saying, to get there. You know what I'm saying? It's how much you want it, how bad you want it. If you really want it as bad as you want it, you're going to go through it, you know what I'm saying? And I got a lot of, you know, I haven't made it there, but I'm ready to go full speed ahead, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, no matter what happens, I'm at the point where I'm just gonna keep going. And I encourage, you know what I'm saying, anybody that has a dream, go for it. You don't have these talents for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and like, you don't want to live in regret. You don't want to be like, oh man, I wish I could have did that. Oh man, I wish I should have did that. You know what I'm saying? Because we live in the world of woulda, shoulda, coulda. You know what I'm saying? And you don't get that time back. You know what I'm saying? Like, money you can replace, all kind of thing, but you can't replace time. So with that time that you allotted, take that time, man, perfect your craft, keep on going, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the light, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the tunnel, man, you'll be able to say you made it through. So, man, that's the encouragement that I want to get to everybody. Just keep on pursuing your dream, man. You're going to get there.
Yeah, it is. That is. Still, bruh, again, I appreciate you coming out to do this interview, bruh. Listen, if anybody wanted to follow you, like, on social media or hit you up or just had any questions about music, where could they find you?
Oh, man, you can find me on Facebook, Young Steel. The way I spell that is YUNGSTEEL. You know what I'm saying? And Instagram, Young Steel, YOUNG. What that is? _. You know what I'm saying? Steel, STWL. And I got 2 Instagrams, so it's YOUNG_ and Steel 2. You know what I'm saying? STWL with the number 2 at the end. Gotcha. And you know what I'm saying? YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Just type in Young Steel. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you should see some of my stuff coming up. You know what I'm saying? And subscribe, man. I got a whole bunch of stuff that's on the way, man. A whole bunch of things. I got a couple of features that I'm finna do. And you know, you need beats. You know what I'm saying? You need people to record you. You know what I'm saying? Like, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up, inbox me. I'll even put my number out there if you need to. You know what I'm saying? I don't care, man. It's 251-525-4514. That's 251-525-4514, man. Y'all hit me up, man. And be, you know, expecting great things, because I'm finna come with some heat, definitely.
And that is. So, that being said, it's been your boy Sirr, the 2020 Podcast LLC. Young Steel in the building, man. Hey, keep your eyes on this one, man. So, that being said, we out.